probably the most visible Canadian image during the whole flight will be the unfolding of the Canadarm as Canadarm2. That arm will reach around, holding the cradle that brought it up, the shipping cradle that it came up in, the pallet, hold it around over top of the bay, and then I'll fly the shuttle arm and reach up with the shuttle arm, basically a handoff between the old arm and the new arm in space, kind of proving the capability of the new arm. And that'll be, I think, an extremely pivotal moment for me and a proud moment for Canada with all of the contributions we made in space. Outside the spaceship on a spacewalk, the Earth is far enough away that you don't feel like you're about to fall into it. However, when you're climbing up the space station and looking down and it's 15 meters below you and you're hanging on the side of it, that's a visualization that you're all familiar with. You look like you're on the side of a tall building. And I think that, that may give me as much vertigo and feeling of falling as anything. Just that last 15 or 20 meters down to the payload bay of the shuttle. That's what's going to put the butterflies in my stomach. We have a couple things to protect us from that happening. Number one is we wear a safety line. It's just like a thin metal clothesline, a braided metal line. And I wear it clipped to a harness arrangement on my belt, and I have it double clipped, in fact, double tethered. And it's double tethered to the shuttle or the space station. However, it's conceivable that one of those tethers could come apart or that line could break. If that were to happen and I were to lose a hand grip and then tumble off into space, we have sort of the space equivalent of a parachute, and on my back is a high-pressure tank of nitrogen and then a bunch of little jets around the outside of my spacesuit. And I would reach down, pull up a lever, a little hand controller would pop out in front of me, I'd turn it on, and then slowly, you don't have a lot of fuel, so slowly drive myself back over until I could grab back onto the shuttle or the space station. I went in 1968 or 9 to see 2001: A Space Odyssey. At the time, that was fanciful science fiction, and yet that's what I'm doing right now. And to look at it in that perspective, that's how I make it, maybe put the yardstick against it for myself, to see of what was just a pipe dream and an Arthur C. Clarke novel when I was a kid is now what I'm actually doing for a living. And this isn't going to stop. Well, imagine if you could see the whole world with your own eyes every 90 minutes or even faster, to get the view of this as one place, not our tribe or our village or whatever, but as one place. It's a vantage point that I wish more people could see it from. Sometimes it's a little easier to be nice to other human beings when you've had a chance to see the whole thing in 90 minutes.